Alright, well, it is painted. Now, you probably looked at my old setup and you said, that's a lot of paint. And yeah, I had a lot of fun removing the spray paint containment area. There are layers and layers and layers of paint built up. But, I did a pretty good job of my design. I only had to remove an area about the size of, 50-cent piece of paint on my table. That's pretty good. I mean, maybe an inch and a half blotch on my table. No problem. Took a razor blade, scraped it off, a little Brillo pad with some dishwasher detergent, came right off. So, good deal. Yeah. Alright, now from here on in, on this part here, we are going to be working on fixing the problem. Okay, I do have some problems on this, okay. The paint job was not completely perfect. I have some minor issues here, but nothing serious. Mostly just some minor dings and splotches, and that's coming later. I'll show you how to fix that. But as you can see, this case is shiny. I wish I could get the light on better, but you can see. There we go. You can see it. That's kind of paint finish you want in this case. See how shiny that is? Yep. Now, the problem is, while this here is virtually perfect, you gotta fix the mess that you made on the other side. And here's the mess on the other side. This isn't so bad. Okay? Now, when you go and get a home custom job done like this, a couple of things you should be aware of. Okay? The home builder, he does not have a factory in China. He does not have $1 billion in the bank. So he's going to do some things, or she's going to do some things that might strike you as a bit wrong. But you have to remember, you know, he's working for a living, okay, or she's working for a living, okay. So, what they do sometimes is they will charge you often for the work of the manpower to spray the case, okay. So they put 6 actual hours of spray painting the case, okay. Then they may charge it by an hourly rate, maybe $20 an hour, and you'll pay for $20, $200 to get the case spray painted. Okay. Now a lot of home builders, they won't do that. They will search the internet for hours and hours and hours because repainting a case is literally a pain in the butt. Okay. Most don't want to bother with it, and you can't blame them. Okay, simply because it is that hard. Okay, there's very few that will actually want to do that. But in my case, I don't mind it because I'm old school. But the problem is, no matter how good a job you do painting, you're gonna have some errors. Things that dripped, things that splattered, and whatnot. Now, keep in mind the home builder, he's in it for himself. He's trying to put food on the table. Okay? So usually in the bill there's going to be accessories or parts. There'll be something like that, labeled something like that in the bill. Parts and accessories. That's things like duct tape, paint, tape, stuff like that. Now, you may consider this wrong, okay? The home builder, he may have a big old roll of duct tape. He may have a big old roll of masking tape. Alright, even though he's only used a meter or two of that tape, he may charge you for that whole roll of duct tape, or that whole roll of masking tape. And, well, some people may consider this unethical. You gotta look at it from the home builder's perspective. He's just trying to stay in business and trying to put food on the table and pay the bills. So what you want to do is you want to realize that he's just trying to make a few extra dollars where he can. Okay, so he may have bought a while ago a big old roll of duct tape. He may still charge you for that whole roll of duct tape, or that whole roll of masking tape, and that's fair. Okay. He's just trying to make a little bit of extra, helps him pay the bill, or her pay the bill. And, when you're counter to that, you look at your case and you say, there's no way he used a whole roll of tape. Have a little class. The guy's just trying to pay the bill and keep food on the table. Shut up. Pay the bill, be done with it, okay? That's not really unethical. He's just trying to make a little bit of money. Okay, don't worry about it. All right, so that's when if you're ever doing a home builder and you get charged for like a whole roll of duct tape, and he couldn't possibly use the whole roll of duct tape. Hey, he's trying to make a little money. Okay, put a little money in his pocket so he can put food on his table. So shut up about it. Okay, that's the only way I'm going to say it because that's the truth. Okay, just shut up about it. He's trying to put food on his table. Okay. So have a little class, realize what he's doing, okay? So now that I've covered that in billing, no matter how good your job is, you're going to have a little excess here. And I'm going to show you what to do with this excess here. Now, on some of this, and I'm going to hold this up here so you can see that, or try to see that. Alright, now, you see, where's my finger at? Now, you see that? Alright, I'm going to show you the easy way how to obliterate it. Oops, I'm going the wrong way here. I'm not the best videographer, okay? I'm going to show you how to get rid of these minor flaws, okay? Now, the easiest thing to do here is to take ye old Sharpie marker, okay? That's the best way of doing it. You don't have to do any scraping, and it just covers it right up. And you can get away with this as a home builder because this guy, this panel here, he's never going to open up, ever. This is the part of the case that sits against the wall. He's never opening this part up, ever. So what you do is you just cover up all of these little defects here. Alright. That way, if he does open it up, and the absolute rare chance he's going to replace something like a power supply, he's not going to notice it. Okay. By the time he opens this thing up, this will all appear to be one solid color. Okay. It doesn't appear one solid color right now, but when I get done, this will appear to be one solid color. Okay. And in time, what will happen is this Sharpie, it'll actually fade in to the rest of the paint job. It'll get covered with dust and dirt and grime. And it's perfectly acceptable, okay? It's a cheap way of doing it, but it does work, okay? Now, the expensive way of doing this, and the hard way, I'll show you how to do that. Okay, but this is what a lot of home builders do because they don't want to mess with more paint than they have to. They'll just take this Sharpie pen and they'll just go over these little splatter areas. They'll check their work to make sure they're not running through the other side, which I'm not. And a towel I'm not worried about. I've had this towel for years and years and years. Push comes to shove, if I was the home builder and I wrecked this towel and I was unhappy with it, then that would become part of accessories on your bill. Sounds unethical? Shut up about it. He's just trying to make a little bit of money, put on his table for food. So have a little class, okay? You did a great job. Suck it up. Smile. Pay the bill. Don't worry about it. Okay? You know, I realize that sounds just terrible, you know, but have a little class. This guy, he's in it for himself. He did the best job he can. So, you know, show a little class. Suck it up. Pay the bill. Even if he did do something like, you know, charge you for a towel. Okay? Of course, you'll probably never know it that he's charging you for a towel, that he ruined doing this, but this is all part of the bill in the end. So, you know, I realize this sounds kind of terrible, but, you know, it is what it is, okay? You know, he's trying to stay in business for himself, okay? So just keep that in mind, you know. Alright. Now, some guys I know, you know, they go really crazy with the bill. But I never did that. You know, I never considered it necessary. Now, if you got a bigger problem, okay? I did do this a little bit so you can see. Eventually, what I will do is I will completely coat that. But now, let's say you got a bigger problem here, okay? You have a paint splatter, okay? You got paint dripping there. See that? That's not good. That's something you really don't want to try and cover up with a Sharpie, because the Sharpie will not cover that up because it's not a flat surface. Okay? So the first thing you're going to try here is you're going to take your X-Acto knife, okay? You're going to see if you can't just kind of carefully scrape that off. Now you want to be careful so you don't destroy your painted finish here, if you can. Now, since I've been doing this for a long time, I can get away with this. I know exactly how much force I can use. Okay? Alright, now, that has come off, but we've left a little bit of a mark there. Okay? So now, here's the next pro builder trick. Okay? Now, this here is flat black. Okay? So you want to be careful here not to introduce a shiny surface in it. Okay? So what you do here is you get a little acrylic paint. Anywhere you can find this, a Dollar Tree store, it don't matter where it is. Okay? You get a little acrylic paint here. Alright? And I'm just going to use my fingers here since I forgot my handy dandy paintbrush. Because I get the darn thing open. I swear to God. They're making things impossible to open up these days. Why do you make it impossible to open things up when it's not a food item? If it was a food item, I'd understand that. But God, this is an acrylic paint. This is unnecessary. Seriously. Alright, now. We have a little bit of acrylic paint here. And I'm just going to put the lid back on here. And I'm going to show you real quick what we do. Alright, now, as you know, I just scraped this end off here, okay? What you want to do is take a little acrylic paint here. You just want to touch up the edges here, real careful like. And sometimes you just got to use your fingers, okay? Your fingers are often your very best tool for this. I'm not kidding. Now, what happens here, and this is going to dry, and you want to try and get your strokes as nice and even as you can here, okay? When this dries, if you did leave that coat nice and good, perfect here, it'll blend in, okay? That way, if this guy ever opens up the case, he won't look at it and he won't see it, because by that point it'll be covered with age, some oxidation of the paint, and also he's not really looking at the inside of this case. Okay, he has a problem inside the computer, and maybe the warranty's worn off, and he wants to put a new graphics card in, but he realizes he doesn't have enough power in the power supply. So he's just opening it up to go out the power supply. He's not looking at all these little fixes here, okay? That's one little trick, and all it is cosmetic, okay? The paint job's good. You just have a few areas here where the paint kind of ran over, and this is perfectly acceptable too, alright? It may sound kind of ugly. You say, oh, why don't you just paint the whole inside of here with a flat black paint? Well, the problem is if you do that, what's going to happen here is you could paint this again black, but, you got this side to worry about, don't you? You got this side to worry about. What happens if you paint it, and this side, the black, comes through and ruins this side, which you worked so hard to make? Yep, that's right. That's why you're not doing that. Okay? So, you have that. Alright. So, now that I told you how to fix minor details like this, we'll move on to the next one because this video is already 15 minutes long. So, until the next video, adios.